Today, after a really long time, it started raining. And when it rains, it is bound to be a heavy traffic. Nobody wants to get themselves stuck in jam. So I checked in Google Maps, tried finding alternate route, but at last I ended up staying on the same road. And that is how I figured out why maximum startup end up their operations in midway. Bit unusual, but here it is. My story. Real story.
I'm hugely packed right now. I'm at Bhairo Marg. It had rained today. Today is 2nd July. And I'm just thinking to share some of my experiences with you. And these experiences actually, it relates with the common problem which generally what startups basically face in their daily life. In their career. What startups actually suffer is that whatever they starts means everybody has their own ideas, some different methods of doing different kind of a business. So they come up with a new business, but maybe after some point of time when they realize that, okay, we're not getting enough business, we're not getting enough sales, or maybe their marketing strategies are not going well, or maybe they don't have that kind of a product or service. So generally they shut up their business. So that is what actually happens. And that is the reason maximum, you can say, 70% of startups, for example, I'm just quoting a number over it. So 70% of startups generally fails just because they don't survive. They feel like that okay, they are not doing right. They are doing something wrong. So I'm just relating it with this traffic jam, what is happening, I'm facing today. So whenever in Delhi or maybe in Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, or any part of the country, wherever we are, whenever we face any kind of a traffic on the road, what two different steps we generally take? We take two different steps. Number one, what we do, either what we try to do is that we try to find out a different solution, maybe a different road alternative to dodge that particular traffic, because we want to reach home early. We want to reach to our destination a little early what we are expecting, basically. For example, we have expected that, okay, we're gonna reach to our home or maybe to our office at around 8 o'clock in the morning, or maybe at 8 p.m. at the night. So maybe we take a different route just to reach our office early. We don't go inside that particular traffic to under particular situation. So this is number one. I'll relate it with the example of startup maybe a little later. Allow me a second for the same and keep watching this video. So second thing what we do, we generally what happens, many of us we do this as well, we take a U-turn. Whenever we find traffic, we take a U-turn and we try to find a different road, or maybe we go back to our home, or maybe we change our plans. This is on the traffic only. So now I'm relating it with the situations and a real case scenario what startups face. So for example, I open a company and I have built a small company of, let's say, 2-3 people. I have started a service company. I've started this company in Delhi, and I'm just going to provide some travel related services to Delhi NCR people. That could be maybe as a travel agent, or maybe as a travel booking or ticketing services, or whatever example. So I start a business and I find that, okay, maybe next 2 months, 3 months, I'm not getting that much of business, or maybe my services are not well planned in that way that my target audience is not, basically they're not opting for my services. So what generally happens that we end up doing that particular business. We stop that particular startup what we have planned. We gave a thought, okay, let's try something else. This is not going to happen. Let's try something else. Maybe I'm wrong in doing that. So this is what actually happens with the startup and the jam. So when we are in jam, what happens? We generally feel like that, okay, all the jam is just a 5 minutes. Your Google map tells that, okay, this is just a 5-minute jam or maybe a 10-minute jam. But still, you try to find a different way or different route in order to dodge that particular jam. And at the same situation, whenever you feel or you face any turbulence in your startup, you do the same thing. You generally, maybe you just feel like that, okay, this service is not going well, this product is not going well, let me just try some different product, or let me just... Dude, what is that you're talking about? Consistency is the key to sustainability. Yes.
Yes, it is. Maybe that is my life learning, my life lesson, that whatever you do, if you remain consistent in doing and you do it for a really long period of time, there is a 99% of chance that you're going to succeed. Be it, you can take any example. You can take an example of Amazon, you can take an example of Flipkart, you can take an example of Swiggy, you can take an example of Zomato, Apple, Tata. There are many big examples out there in market. So when they entered into the market, the situations, the scenarios were not like that. You can take an example of McD also when it came to India. You can search it on Google. I don't want to increase the size of this particular video. So these are the examples. They remain consistent. They altered the things as per the situation, as per the scenario, but they remain consistent in whatever they were doing. And that's how they succeeded. So this is the key. Consistency is the key to sustainability. All the best to you, all millennials, all startups.